Wait, baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Wait, baby girl, what you doing? What's your name? I ain't play no games. See these diamonds in my chain. Yeah, I took it to the
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Bankers Life Fieldhouse, tonight it's the Indiana Pacers taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Philadelphia controls the tap. Simmons to Embiid. Oh!
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Pacers with the possession. Collison to Young. Driving right to the basket. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
You know, when I sit down and I think about it, it really blows my mind at how far Depot has came over the past 3 seasons. That first stop in Orlando, I remember watching a kid who had crazy talent and at times showed glimpses of brilliance, but also was really inconsistent. But in OKC, though, something changed, and it had to be the influence of Russell Westbrook. When you're around a dude that plays with 110% every day of the week, that has to push you mentally to levels that you never experienced before. That was the first time in his NBA career that he played meaningful basketball. He played with a purpose. Now when I look at him, I see a refocus. I see the dedication to the game he loves. There's no doubt now that he is the leader of this franchise.
To Simmons. Butler to Embiid. Rebounded by the Pacers. Collison into the front court. Leads a bucket. To Oladipo. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Sixers control it. Simmons to Butler. Gets it in the left corner. Simmons to Butler. Gets it in the right corner. Lets it fly from long range. It's rebounded by Indiana. Into the front court comes Collison. They lead it. 4-point game. To Young. Collison. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Bojan Bogdanovic. Couple of free throws on the way. A career 86% from the line. First one, counted. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Butler to bring it up. Now down 6. To Embiid. Won't go. Oladipo into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Young. Screen coming. Trying to cash in. The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Simmons with it. 8-0 is the score.
Oh, denied. As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Collison into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Kicks it around the perimeter to Collison for three. His first effort off the mark. Redick with it. Margins 8. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Missed the foul shot. Into the front court comes Collison. 8-2 our score. Nothing going here on that drive. Collison down to Young. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Brett Brown wants a timeout. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter. Simmons to Butler. To Simmons. To Butler. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Young able to secure the rebound. To Collison. Has a chance. Can't connect.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Oh, Ben Simmons. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
This guy has posted 12 triple-doubles in his first full rookie year. That's his second most by any rookie in NBA history while leading his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. But how about this? When's the last time we said the most effective player maybe in the league has a glaring weakness? He was 0 of 11 from the three-point line for the entire year, did not make one three-point shot. And how about free throws? He shot 56% from the free throw line. You know who shot better? Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan. But with all that being said, this young man still finds himself in a position to be one of the most dominant players in NBA history.
Collison to Young. Kicks it outside. Textbook body control on the Euro step.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Simmons into the front court. 12-6 our score. Redick. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Redick to Butler. Jimmy Butler missed his first. That one goes.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill and you still knocked it down.
Pacers control. Oladipo to Collison. Oh, he had him there for a second. Oladipo to Young. It's blocked by Chandler. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Substitution being made in this one.
For Philadelphia, number 31, Mike Muscala.
And the foul. And it's chance at 3 coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
Nate McMillan will play the matchup and bring some new guys onto the court. Free throw's good to cement the three-point play. The lead is back down to 1. Oladipo. Philadelphia with the basketball. It's a big finish.
These two teams are matching basket for basket. If the pace of the game is going to be like this, I need to start stretching.
Joseph with it. It's a one-point game, 13-12. Down to Young. Nothing going here on that drive. To Evans. Fires the three. Good contest. Tyreke Evans can't hit it. Simmons. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Ben Simmons at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Oladipo into the front court. Trailing by 4. Young to Evans. The drive right to the basket. In a flash. Scores at the rim.
Ed, I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore.
Ben Simmons. He's now 5 for 6.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
And the slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Driving is Simmons, but a shot no good.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Oladipo, tough matchup against Butler. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Butler. They go down low to Simmons. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Tyreke Evans matched up with Jimmy Butler. Goes to the right side. Young. Misfires. It's no good. Butler into the front court. Leads 4. To Simmons. Redick. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock to Simmons. Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't connect. It's no good. Evans. Rises for the slam. Now whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Stepping in for the Indiana Pacers, number 10, Kyle O'Quinn.
O'Quinn turns it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Butler. Short jumper off the mark. Joseph with it. Down 2. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Oh, defender pulling the chair. Passed it off. Rejected. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Screen coming. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a 3-point play. You always going in think you can get more at the rim.
Sixers have the basketball. Butler. Runner's good there.
Okay, that time it was effective. But a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
Evans. Jimmy Butler, 3 for 4. Good start.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Nothing going here on that drive. From 18 feet, at the buzzer. First quarter in the books. The 76ers have the lead. One quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Gets it in the right corner. 5 seconds to shoot. Has a look. Not going down for him this time. Off the assist.
Look, do I love the versatility offensively of Domantas Sabonis? Yes. But let me tell you why I love even more. Sometimes you need somebody who just gives a hard screen. Somebody to put the defender right on their back. Send a message. That's what Sabonis brings to the table.
Oh, I missed a short one there. Here comes the screen. Gets a look. Can't hit.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
To Butler. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Jimmy Butler at the line for 2 shots. A career 83% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw.
For Philadelphia, number 21, Joel Embiid.
And gets both to drop at the line. Tyreke Evans sizing up Butler. Here comes the screen. To Evans. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Evans driving to the basket, but a shot won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
To Embiid. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Can we take a second to talk about the most gregarious personality in the NBA? We don't trust in the process. No. We're beyond the process. Joel Embiid has emerged as this generation's Shaquille O'Neal, and he's done it in a variety of ways. He's a dominant big who doesn't shy away from the physicality of the game. Probably the reason why he was up for Defensive Player of the Year. And also, he has a personality that baits you into a conversation, whether you like it or not, and he's pretty hysterical. This kid is going to be a star in the league for years to come, and you better pay attention to what he has to put down.
Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go. To Evans. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
And he finishes at the rim.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Working hard on the glass. Oh, had him going there for a second. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons to Butler. Over to the right side. To Embiid. Big slam. Oh, he looked like he was on a mission.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Joseph with it. They're down 3. To Evans. Screen coming. Tyreke Evans sizing up Butler. Has a chance. Shot by Evans won't fall. Here's Simmons with it up top. Looking to make something happen. To Butler. Simmons. Almost. Unlucky bounce. It's Indiana basketball. Defense making the ball handler work. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Evans. Has a look. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Into the front court comes Simmons. Leads 3. Butler to Simmons. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Evans. Oh, had him going there for a second. Deep right corner. Evans to Turner. Oh, Miles Turner. 2 of 4 now.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Sixers call for time as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Subbing in for the 76ers, number 12.
Simmons to McConnell. Short jumper won't go down.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Here comes the screen. To Turner. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Here's a chance from long range. Smothering D. To McConnell. The shot, almost.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's a player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Bojan Bogdanovic. He's got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw.
For Philadelphia, number 17, J.J. Redick. Subbing in for the Indiana Pacers.
And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Simmons with it. 2-point advantage. Young to Turner. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Thaddeus Young. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Simmons with it. He'll run the offense. Redick. Down to 5 on the 24. It's no good. If he takes those shots, he'll be back on the bench in no time. Indiana with the basketball.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, yeah.
Collison to Oladipo. Oh, he had him there for a second. Trying to cash in. Oladipo's shot no good. To Embiid. Scores from the post.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
Collison into the front court. They trail by 2. Turner to Young. Here comes the screen. Turner. It's Embiid with the rebound. Gets it in the left corner. from long range. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Here comes the screen. That's an easy for Darren Collison.
I love when I see smaller players finish in the paint amongst the trees. But if you're big on the other side, you can't let that happen so easy.
Simmons to Embiid. Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana to Collison. Victor Oladipo with the slam.
Get a hand up on that.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Simmons. To Embiid. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Young to Collison. Nothing going here on that drive. Goes to the left side. Oh, had him going there for a second. Thaddeus Young. He's now 4 for 6.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Simmons into the front court. Leads just a point. To Redick. Ah, you've got to get that one to go. To Oladipo. Collison.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
Availability is limited, so you must act now. Visit our team website for more details.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Number 31, Mike Muscala.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
That's dangerous. A little hezzy cross and knockdown. Lots of options going to open up as the game unfolds.
Oladipo to Collison. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
And J.J. Redick gets the 3 to drop.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Oladipo. That's out. Last touch by Domantas Sabonis. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Sixers control it. McConnell to Embiid. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Joel Embiid, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 77% at the line. First one goes down.
For the Indiana Pacers, number 33.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Into the front court comes Collison. Final minute, first half. To Oladipo. Oh, he had him there for a second. Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. Oladipo picked up by Brewer. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
McConnell. Defense making the ball carrier work. Short jumper stays in, stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Shot from the lane won't go. Deep three at the buzzer. Good. A three at the buzzer. Everything going right so far as they've extended the lead. That's it. First half has come to an end. It's the Sixers out in front.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The 76ers are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Pacers are keeping things competitive after 2 quarters. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today.
Game track. Bench points.
What I found interesting about that half of basketball is how the momentum stayed high even when the substitutions started coming into the game. These guys coming off the bench, from both benches actually, are doing a great job of making positive contributions.
Player of the half.
Simmons has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Pacers with the possession. Oladipo to Collison. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Consistency wins a game. Sometimes you have to double down. I'm sure that's what their coach told them to do in the locker room. Keep shooting your shot.
Jimmy Butler looking good. 4 for 5.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Collison to Young. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Thaddeus Young trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 67%. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. Philadelphia with the basketball. Butler. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. Collison into the front court. The deficit is 6. To Young.
Go to work, man. That's all you. That's all you.
Collison. Oh, he had him there for a second. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Butler, deep left corner to Embiid. Joel Embiid, 4 out of 10.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Hey, double screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Collison to Young. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Jimmy Butler, he's now 5 for 6.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Oladipo. Screen coming. Has a chance. Not today.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Screen coming. To the basket is Butler, but he can't finish.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots, shooting 66% in this contest. Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. Into the front court comes Collison. His guys trail by 10. To Young. Goes to the right side with a drop step. Oh, Miles Turner. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Screen coming. Simmons to Butler. They go down low to Simmons. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Pacers control. Collison to Oladipo. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Joel Embiid has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, counted.
Stepping in for Indiana, number 6, Corey Joseph.
Hits the first, misses the second. It's Indiana basketball to Young. Nothing going here on that drive. To Young. Turner. Here comes the screen. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Spinning shot. Won't fall. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Redick. And he'll go to the foul line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
And hits the first free throw. Two for two on that trip. Joseph with it. His guys down by 9. Blocked by Embiid.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer, so it's going to stay with Indiana. Oladipo. Has a look. Oladipo's shot misses.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
To Oladipo. Down to 5 on the 24. Beyond the arc for 3. Off the iron. No good. Butler to bring it up. The lead stands at 9. To Simmons. And the basket good at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Young. Bojan Bogdanovic sizing up Butler. Turner, baseline drive to Young. Lets it fly from long range. Most improved in the NBA, Victor Oladipo. That was a tough shot.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have twos when you can shoot threes, even on fast breaks? Guys spread out towards the three-point line instead of laying the ball easy at the rim.
To Simmons. Swings it. On the Pacers come away with the steal. Young to Oladipo. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Redick. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Young to Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. Oladipo guarded by Jimmy Butler. To Young. For 3. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing here.
Butler to Embiid. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
Wait, I'm sorry. You get paid how much money to miss shots like that? That can't happen.
Joseph with it. The deficit now up to 5. To Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. 5 to shoot for Indiana. Doesn't get the bounce. Redick with it. Leads 5. To Simmons. Butler. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Pacers secure the rebound. Young to Oladipo. Stuffs it down with authority.
The NBA's most improved player was a guy that always invested in himself, both on and off the court, but he always put in the work to be better. Was a sponge for information, an insatiable appetite to be the best. But the difference is, he's believing in himself. Whether that's singing at the NBA award show or performing at the highest level on the court, it's safe to say that Victor Oladipo has officially arrived.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This is a statement game for this unit. This defense has generated a lot of easy offense. And the one thing we know in the league, easy offense is hard to come by.
Oladipo to Young. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Butler to Simmons. Has a chance. The shot no good by Simmons. Oladipo into the front court. His guys down 3. To Evans. Tyreke Evans. Couple of free throws on the way. Shoots it at 75% for his career. And he connects on the first free throw.
Substitutions, Philadelphia. Entering the game for Indiana.
And he makes them both. Sixers have the basketball. McConnell. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Mike Muscala at the line for 2 shots. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Good shot.
Joseph with it. Down 3. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Butler into the front court. His team up by 1. Cruises inside for 2.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Indiana with the basketball. To Evans. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Butler to bring it up. Leads 1. That's no good. Had a chance, but it's no good. McDermott matched up with Jimmy Butler.
I'm here.
1 minute remaining in the
Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first three have lived up to the billing.
Butler into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. To Evans. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Here comes the screen. He'll put it up at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter with the Pacers in the lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway.
Scores without request tonight. Everyone gets free
McConnell.
pizza.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Pacers with the possession. Evans. Here comes the screen. McConnell. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
To Evans. Fires the three. Won't go down. To McConnell. Baseline drive, but he can't finish. Joseph with it. Two-point advantage. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
To McConnell. Driving right to the basket. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
This is not the time to have a mental lapse.
Pacers control. To Evans. Here comes the screen. Tyreke Evans against Corey Brewer. Couple of cracks at the line now.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Misses the first.
Into the game for the Philadelphia 76ers. Number 43.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. McConnell. Screen coming. And scores at the rim. Beautifully done with the Euro step.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's gonna cost them.
It's Indiana basketball. To Evans. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Domantas Sabonis at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 72%. The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. McConnell. Scores from the post.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Collison into the front court. Leads a bucket. To Evans. No, had him going there for a second. Evans. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Flushes it home.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Sixers control it. Here comes the screen. Here's a chance from long range. They have to keep him in their grasp.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Evans. To Collison. Oh, he had him there for a second. Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
McConnell. From the painted area, won't go down.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Collison's shot won't fall. To McConnell. From long range. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. To Oladipo. Young to Collison. Has a look. Collison's shot won't fall.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
To Young. Another chance. And the reward, he's going to the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
T.J. McConnell has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 76% from the line. Nope, first one does not go. the second. 0 for 2. Indiana with the basketball. Young. Deep left corner. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. Here's Simmons with it up top. They're down 3. And they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 2.
To Simmons. Another chance. Follows good for Wilson Chandler.
Will be bowling.
That's what he does. Oladipo into the front court. Leads just a point. Here comes the screen. Oh, had him going there for a second. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I'm pretty sure I saw that move earlier in the game. I can't believe he fell for it again.
To McConnell. Redick. Defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Into the front court comes Simmons. His group now down 2. McConnell to Simmons. 4-3. Oh, who saw that coming?
They absolutely needed that. Great job by the offense to be poised and create a shot to pull ahead.
Pacers with the possession. Collison to Oladipo. Gets it in the left corner. Oh, he had him there for a second. Nice pass to set things up.
You see, that's well timed right there. Not a minute too soon or a minute too late. They needed that one.
Simmons with it. His guys now down by a point. The screen sets him up for 2.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Into the front court comes Collison. He'll run the offense. Screen coming, Oladipo. Beyond the arc for 3. Not that time. He missed it. No good. Defense catching a break there. Another follow. No good. It was right there. Fights through traffic to slam it down.
Now that the process has been established, it's going to be fun to see how much better Joel Embiid can be this season. Everybody heard about his arduous offseason workout program, but the thing I love about him the most, he always works on his game, even if he's dunking on random fans on vacation.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing the pickup there.
Collison to Young. Baseline drive to Oladipo. Lets it fly from long range. Knocks it down and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
It never would have been a foul if you didn't give him space. Your job defensively is to stay attached to him at all times. Force him to put the ball on the ground and drive and make a shot over the trees below.
Victor Oladipo with a chance at a 4-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Off the mark on his free throw. McConnell to Simmons. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Collison into the front court. All tied up. Just Oh, had him going there for a second. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
J.J. Redick, 4 out of 7.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Simmons. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Oladipo to Collison. Oladipo. Gets it in the right corner to Oladipo. And count the basket.
Look, do I love the versatility offensively of Domantas Sabonis? Yes. Well, let me tell you why I love even more. Sometimes you need somebody who just gives a hard screen. Somebody to put the defender right on their back. Send a message. That's what Sabonis brings to the table.
Able to convert inside.
And when he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week. Here comes the screen. Collison to Oladipo. For 3, they were all over Oladipo. Missed the shot.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Embiid. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Into the front court comes Collison. His guys trail now by 4. Oladipo to Collison. Oh, he had him there for a second. Baseline drive. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Sixers have the basketball. And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Time to shuffle things up. Butler. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
First free throw is good. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Oladipo into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. He was all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
And the defender over-pursues, and he's called for it.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Collison. He engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
The Sixers are victorious as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
The EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers took this down to the wire before getting the win. you ask me, and I'll tell
Player of the game.
Simmons could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.